We love the car, but before we decide whether to buy it, we'd like to know some more about the warranty.
I'm glad you do, Mr. Rogers, because American Motors Buyer Protection Plan 2 is easily the most comprehensive warranty in the business.
So we've heard.
We've seen the ads about American Motors Buyer Protection Plan, so when we decided it was time to buy a new car...
We talked it over.
And that's one of the main reasons we came here.
A wise decision.
So, tell us about it. What's this Buyer Protection Plan 2 all about?
Well, about 5 years ago, the people at American Motors introduced the original Buyer Protection Plan as a way of demonstrating their high level of confidence in their products. Since then, Buyer Protection Plan has become an integral part of the company's philosophy of listening to consumers and responding to their needs. Now, that may sound like a sales pitch, and in a way it is, but I can tell you that from my experience, the program works and it makes a lot of sense.
Well, that's fine, but what does it mean to us?
It means that your new 1977 Pacer wagon, in addition to body side scuff moldings, rally perforated vinyl seats, carpeted cargo area, and everything else we've already looked at and discussed, also comes complete with Buyer Protection Plan 2 standard equipment, as on every AMC car. And it's not available with any other car you can buy. Those other companies may be the big three in size, but American Motors is the big one when it comes to warranty protection.
So American Motors ranks #1 in consumer sensitivity and in standing behind its products, but exactly how does this Buyer Protection Plan compare to other warranties?
To begin with, even though our BPP has been the industry's most comprehensive coverage since its introduction in 1972, it has been strengthened for 1977, which is why we call it Buyer Protection Plan 2. The program now covers the engine and drivetrain components, the most expensive parts to fix if something does go wrong, for a full 2 years or 24,000 miles, twice as long as the competition. True, there is one American manufacturer offering a longer warranty on one specific engine, and one importer has a longer guarantee on a special family of engines, and another importer offers a full 12-month, 20,000-mile coverage. But the fact is that no other manufacturer has American Motors' 2-year, 24,000-mile coverage on engines and drivetrains on any car sold in this country.
When you say engine and drivetrain, what specifically does that include?
Good question. The engine block, cylinder heads, intake and exhaust manifolds, water pump, and all internal engine parts are covered. And so are the transmission, clutch or torque converter, rear axle and differential, drive shaft, U-joints, and all internal parts of these components.
Then except for the 2-year engine and drivetrain coverage, your warranty is 1 year or 12,000 miles like everyone else's?
You're right about the time period, Mrs. Rogers, but that certainly doesn't make our Buyer Protection Plan 2 like anyone else's warranty. For one thing, virtually every one of the more than 15,000 parts in every new AMC car is covered by the plan, except for tires, which are covered by the tire manufacturer's own guarantees. Simply put, that means we will repair or replace, free of charge, any part that proves defective or just plain wears out during the warranty period, provided you keep your end of the bargain.
And what is our end of the bargain?
Your only obligation is to make sure your car is properly maintained and operated under normal use and service, and that guarantee-eligible repairs and replacements are performed by AMC dealers. Also, don't expect us to pay for problems resulting from abuse or misuse of your car, or from accidents.
Well, let's say the engine was damaged because of low oil or water level.
It's your responsibility to keep the car's vital fluids at their proper levels, unless you experience a major leak caused by a guarantee-eligible failure of some sort. In that case, the damage would be our fault, and American Motors would pick up the tab.
Are there parts covered under Buyer Protection Plan 2 that are not covered by other manufacturers?
Wear and tear maintenance items such as shock absorbers, spark plugs, clutch and brake linings, wiper blades, light bulbs, hoses and belts are fully covered under Buyer Protection Plan 2 against defects and wear out. But GM will replace none of those except the hoses and belts in the event of wear out. Chrysler covers just the shocks, clutch and brake linings. And Ford will cover none of those items under warranty.
Very impressive. But what about service adjustments?
American Motors covers service-type adjustments such as wheel alignment and balancing, headlamp alignment, carburetor and spark timing adjustment and belt tightening, clutch, brake, or automatic transmission band adjustment, and even body panel alignment if necessary for the first 4 months or 4,000 miles of operation. But most of our competitors will perform such service adjustments free for only 90 days.
We've heard that we can get free loaners if warranty repairs take more than 1 day, and that American Motors will reimburse us for extra expenses if we have a breakdown on the road.
You've heard right, Mrs. Rogers. While some of the competition might rent you a car to use, AMC dealers in the U.S. and Canada will loan you a good, clean car free of charge for as long as it takes to fix your car, provided you've complied with the dealer's service schedule, your car is undrivable, unsafe, or unfit to drive due to a guarantee-eligible problem, and it can't be repaired in one normal working day.
What do you mean by unfit to drive?
Say your air conditioner goes out on a hot day. Your heater won't work on a cold day. A window won't close when the weather is bad. Or you have a serious fluid leak that could cause serious damage if the car is driven. That sort of thing.
Say our car develops a serious problem late in the day. Do we still get a free loaner?
Yes, provided it's a guarantee-eligible problem that makes the car unfit or unsafe to drive. Your burned-out glove box light or a problem with your stereo radio wouldn't qualify, I'm afraid.
Do I need to show anything to get the loaner car?
Only a valid driver's license.
My company car is an AMC Matador. Does that mean that I would qualify for a loaner the same as if I owned it myself?
Except for taxis, rental cars, and local, state, or federal government-owned vehicles, the loaner car program does cover fleet cars. So if a rental car were to break down, it would be the rental agent's responsibility to provide a replacement. But AMC will accept responsibility for your company's fleet automobile.
Can we get a loaner car from any dealer anywhere?
AMC does make the loaner program optional, so there may be some who do not offer it. But those who do will be designated quality dealers. And I'm sure most dealers in the U.S. and Canada will be in on the program. You can rest assured that we are a quality dealer. Those same conditions apply if you're on a trip, at least 100 miles from home, and you have a guarantee-eligible breakdown that can't be fixed in 1 day. In that case, you'll not only qualify for a loaner, but also will be reimbursed by American Motors for room and extra meal expenses incurred due to an unexpected overnight stay. That's the Trip Interruption Protection part of Buyer Protection Plan 2. Of course, you can't expect to use the loaner to complete your trip unless it's a real emergency, and you don't get reimbursed for room and board if you were planning to stay overnight anyway. And you always have to pay for the gas you use, just as you would with your own car.
How much trip interruption protection do we have, and will the dealer reimburse us on the spot?
The reimbursement comes from American Motors in Detroit, not from the dealer, and is limited to reasonable expenses up to $150.
Any other restrictions?
Well, you must not be eligible for expense reimbursement from any other means, such as your expense account or insurance, to qualify for trip interruption protection.
What if we're on a trip and damage the car in an accident? Can we get a free loaner or expense money while it's being fixed?
I'm afraid not. As I said earlier, collision damage is your own responsibility.
If the car breaks down after working hours and we can't get it repaired until the following morning, will we be reimbursed for that night's expenses?
Absolutely, and for the following night and the next, if necessary, until the repair has been completed, provided all other conditions are met.
Can we still get a free loaner and trip interruption reimbursement after 12 months and 12,000 miles are up?
Of course, so long as the problem is covered under the 24-month, 24,000-mile drivetrain part of the warranty.
Hey, that's terrific. And no other company offers that sort of protection?
Nobody. That's one reason we say there's more to an AMC. And you continue to get more from an AMC long after delivery. Specifically, no one else has a free loaner program or trip interruption protection. No one offers 24-month, 24,000-mile protection on engine and all drivetrain parts. No one else covers virtually all parts of every new car, including wear and tear type items. And no one else goes 4 months or 4,000 miles on service adjustments. What all this means is that you get more coverage, longer coverage, and greater peace of mind for you as an AMC new car buyer. Besides the best and most unique car in its class, you're also getting the most comprehensive warranty in the business. Now, what do you think of all that?
Great. But I still have a few more questions, like, what if we lose our Buyer Protection Plan 2 folder? What if we move to another part of the country? And what if we sell the car before the warranty has expired?
If you lose your folder, any valid proof of purchase and your date of first use will do. The warranty is good anywhere, regardless of where you bought your car. And a second or third owner benefits the same as the first, as long as the time and mileage limits are not exceeded. The Buyer Protection Plan 2 folder should stay with the car, but a replacement can be ordered from us if it does get lost.
But doesn't all this warranty protection cost AMC a lot of money?
The point is that if you build your cars better, you can afford to have better warranty coverage. We have very high standards on the assembly lines. The cars are constantly improved. We have an intensive new car pre-delivery service procedure, which ensures that each car is checked for proper starting, handling, braking, and overall performance. And many other checks, inspections, adjustments, and services performed on your car, both here and at the factory, before you take delivery of your AMC car.
Okay, we're convinced. We'll take the Pacer wagon and the Buyer Protection Plan, too.
Fine. Let's just finish the paperwork here. I know you're going to enjoy your new Pacer wagon.